How is our payment schedule set up?
Our payment schedule is based on milestones throughout the project. When I put the proposal together, in the proposal, there will be a section based on the payment schedule of the project. We do require a deposit when the proposal is signed, and that's to save a spot in our calendar for the client, as well as to make sure that we're on the same page. And even though they sign the proposal, that, they're not like, oh, wait, I just met this other guy and they said they could do this for less. And then we've got a lot of time and preparation involved in their project and it's all for naught. So we do ask for a deposit. And then the milestones after that are all based off when we finish actual parts of the project. So typically, some of those items might be excavation, demolition, framing, MEP, which is the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems, all installed and inspected. The drywall being installed, all the millwork being installed. And each project is unique. Some are larger, some are smaller. And if we were to have the same payment schedule on a smaller project that we have on a larger project, we'd be sending an invoice every day, as opposed to the larger projects where those are strung out a little bit further. So we do modify the payment schedule per each project. So I don't have a defined one. But that is how we do it, is by hitting the milestones, and we'll get paid at the milestones. That way, the homeowners see the actual progress going on. They can see as this milestone is coming up. They're aware that it is coming up, and they can then schedule out their payments so that it's not like one day we hand them an invoice and then 2 weeks later we hand them another invoice and 4 weeks later where here's another invoice. It's on a calendar and it's called out, and it makes the job much more predictable, and it makes I feel that it makes it more comfortable for our clients when they know exactly what is going to be owed on what day.
How many milestones would there be for, let's say, a full new build?
Yeah, so for a larger, say a custom house, we would have 6 milestones, and they are broken down a little bit larger at the front end. And that is because at the beginning of the process, we're ordering all of the large items to make sure that they're not holding up the construction process. So at the beginning of the job, we're bringing in excavators, digging these huge holes. We're bringing in concrete to make the foundation. These are all more expensive aspects of the project. And then we're also ordering the window package, which can be upwards of $100,000 depending on the house. We're ordering the kitchen cabinets, and which that could be upwards of $100,000. It really depends on the project that we're doing, and flooring and all of these other items that come into play with the construction of the house. So we do collect some of the milestones at the beginning of the project are a little bit larger than they are at the end of the project. At the end of the project, our second to last milestone is called substantial completion. And that's when we walk through the house and we're like, okay, there's still a couple paint touch-ups and little dings that we have to make right here, or a toilet paper holder that needs to be installed, or whatever it might be. But we've hit substantial completion. So then typically that amount is about 8%, leaving just a 2% sliver at the end for those little punch list items. And that's usually the last week or two, maybe three of the project while we're getting all these little details figured out. And then the house is 100% done. And yeah, we'll submit for our final invoice, and we're turning the keys over.